Warning, viewer discretion is advised for younger viewers.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode. And welcome back to episode 2.2, where we continue on with the ELS. So we'll get everything done in this episode, and then I will leave two videos at the end of the video, of this video, um, showing how the ELS looks on the car. And then the next video after this will be changing the chassis of the car, and how to install wheels, and how to custom change your wheels and your tires and your rims and your brakes, and put all of them together into the chassis so that it looks perfect and beautiful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get on. So in this clip here, well, not clip, but where you see this, well, you guys can obviously now know that I am editor at. So make sure that you go through all of your parts, because it's a lot of parts. It's a lot of parts that you have to name and keep track of and keep in your brain to know how you want to make your ELS look, you know. And so yeah, just see here, I messed up. I had 10 G parts, which is grill, even though I only had 8 blocks. So yeah, my naming was wrong completely. So just make sure that you named it properly. Okay, so after me just tinkering around a bit and deciding what I'm gonna do, we're gonna start scripting the fronts. So the fronts will consist of the front light bar and then the inner light bar. Well, not light bar, but yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to do is, with the first cruise, so remember it goes from 1 to 10 and from 11 to 20. So from the previous car that this came from, already had 20 lights. So it's already 20 lights. So we want to have one on, and then you want to take you off, and 10 you want on. So if it's 0, it's on, and if it's 1, it's off. So 1, which is the full right side, well, from my perspective, full left side, and 10 is full right side. But we want to do 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 is on the same rail, if you want to say it like that, where 8 and everything else is in its own column. Let me show you. So that's red, that's blue. So this, from this side till here, is technically one column, but I made it 2 because I want it like that. So those will stay on cruise. Then 10 is that one. No, 10 is that one. 11 is that one. So 11 we want to keep on, and 20 we want to keep on. So then all of those can be on. So now stage 2 is when we light people up. Well, we show the public behind us that we're about to light someone up for a traffic stop or something. So all of that's just gonna be off. This was a normal back and forth pattern, but don't need that now. Okay, now all the scripting starts. So let's just see how much I've already done with this first script. But you want to try and keep it as minimal as possible, so it just looks more normal when you go and turn it off. because then it doesn't go through a full cycle, or too quick of a, or too slow of a cycle. There we go. So let me quickly get this done. So just in retrospect, what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna start it off. Those will be flickering throughout. So one and two will be going in between each other. They will be flickering by themselves. A crisscross pattern between 1 and 2, 9 and 10. Yeah, that's that. And then I think we're gonna have it start from the left side to the right, and this one from the right to the left. So then it goes opposite sides from each other. It's just gonna be 1, 2, flash. 1, 2, flash. We'll see how quickly that goes. And then we'll just edit from there. So let me quickly get that done. So we are now done with the front bar. Now we're moving to the back bar, the back side of the light bar. So as you guys can see, I just quickly went and took all the directional lights and just put them to 0, to 1, sorry. Take out the directional lights just so we can actually see what we are doing, you know. And I've now gotten to this habit to where when I do any coding, when it comes to any ELS or anything, and I do coding, I just have the code on the left side of the screen. I have a big enough monitor for it. If you can, I'd suggest you do it, because it's way easier to keep up with what you're doing and keep in your mind with which light turns into which, you know. Try and keep that in mind. If you're done with something, just make it transparent so that you don't see it, so that you know it's done. Okay, so now I first have to obviously script in all of the names of the bricks, blocks, parts, whatever you want to call them. And then from there, I have to go and do all of the scripting again. So just copy and paste. Control C, Control V. As easy as that. But, okay, so stage 1 is just your cruise lights, in my opinion, always just cruise lights. Then stage 2 would be a back and forth between all of the colors itself. And then third will be that wave one, going from the left to the right, back to the left. So what I did with the back was, I first went and made it go one direction each. So from the left to the right, back to the left. But then I thought, you know what, why don't I make it both ways? So from left, at the same time, right also goes to the left. So it's a crisscross pattern. Okay, now we move on to the takedown lights, the TK lights. Just make sure, like everything else, that it's just named correctly. So remember when I said in the beginning of this video that I made a bit of a oopsie? Yes, this is where the oopsie was. I should not have had 10 named G parts. Two of those G parts were the TK parts. There you go. So that's where I messed up, but it's all working again. Okay, now we start with the grill lights. So same as before, remember that 1 is transparent and 0 is non-transparent. So 1 you can't see, 0 you can see. Okay, so we are now by our last ELS for this video. So this ELS will be a math.random pattern. So as you guys see, I'm going to put 4 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to make all of them random. So again, just make sure you name them correctly.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on